Hello, I'm Ruth Lynn Solomons, your moderator. Welcome to the first program of a new series called Generations. The show explores the creative process of emerging talents in the performing and visual arts. Today, our show profiles the choreographer Ray Mercer. We'll talk to Mr. Mercer about his creative process and see how it is revealed as he choreographs a work in progress. Welcome, Ray Mercer.
Thank you, Ruth Lynn. Thanks for having me.
Ray Mercer started his career as a dancer with deeply rooted theater. He has performed with the Chicago and Boston Ballet. He's currently a cast member of the Tony Award-winning Broadway show The Lion King. He has worked with modern dance luminaries including Garth Fagan, George Faison, and Louis Johnson. In his commercial work, he's collaborated with Aretha Franklin and Rod Stewart. As a choreographer, he has set his works on numerous companies throughout the United States, including Philadanco, Dayton Contemporary, Dallas Black Dance Theater, Pensacola Ballet, Cleo Parker Robinson Dance, and many others. Mr. Mercer is the recipient of many awards, including the Joffrey Ballet Choreographers of Color Award and the Pensacola Ballet Choreographers Award. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Now, some dancers are content as performers solely. What drew you to choreography?
That's a good question. I always found myself looking at works or choreography and thinking, what ways would I translate that movement or that thought or that feeling? And it was always a constant thing in the back of my head. And so I knew that that was a side of me that I had to explore.
What was the root or spark for the idea for your new work?
It's entitled Is the Writing on the Wall. I was going through a news feed probably a month or two ago, and with everything that was going on in Ferguson and the racial tension and and those social issues that are affecting us as human beings, as a culture, and I think I was affected by that. I don't know so much with this particular piece if I'm trying to answer any questions or if I'm trying to solve or come up with any solutions. I wanted to do my own little personal protest so I could clear it in my own head. I don't know if it has a resolution or if I solved any problems.
You decided to bring a speed painter. Where did the idea come from for that?
I knew I wanted to, in my brainstorming. I don't sleep, Ruth Lynn, at all.
You have a lot of ideas, I know that.
I've always wanted to use a wall. If it just on the way down, almost you want to see the fear in your eyes. Does that make sense? Yes. Oh, that's nice. Rumi, can you open up so you, like if you were to touch the wall and you, with both hands blocking, a little lower? There it is, perfect. Go, boom, boom. Very nice. Good, go. Beautiful, good. That's good, this is all good. This is good, this is gorgeous. Beautiful, yes. That's nice. Go down. Listen, there's something you do and your knees go in. I like when you tilt your head too. Okay. Yeah. Talk to you just briefly about that improv. I want it to look extremely pedestrian, like if you were walking in Columbus Circle. Real pedestrian, take your time. Like if you were just walking, curious. If you were to walk by and see somebody do this on the wall, you would stop and look, right? You know what? Just so that you can get it in your head, you got to get over his head. Slim, can I give you one coaching thing? When you go like this, if you were to see the words, like it's real painful for you before he snatches you away from it. Clear. Wow. That's it. Beautiful. That's it. Eli, can you run to the wall, beat on it twice, and then leave? Can we take the 8 count right before that? 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1 and 2, 3. If I really want to make a statement and I want it to, hit hard, sometimes I have to wait on it, so that I'm not making rush decisions. So sometimes I'll leave little spaces here and there. For the last probably 3 or 4 or 5 years, I've always wanted to use a wall. And I thought, what could I add to this where it would be a little different? And I had a conversation with a friend of mine who knew a speed painter in California. He was able to come to New York, and
how did that work?
sharing the
you
process.
saw his work on
YouTube. I looked at some of his work on YouTube.
Did you guys talk? Or?
Absolutely. We emailed each other. I sent him the music. I told him what I wanted to do idea-wise, and you know, and I sent him the piece of music. I sent the dimensions of the wall. And he got back to me. You know, he sent me a video of him creating a piece of work that I really fell in love with. So, and it was a go. My vision was to be able to create peace in all of this chaos. And that you're creating peace. But in that, I don't know that you are a peaceful person. A couple cues that I would like you to catch. There's a dancer who'll probably climb up here because he's going to climb up to the top of this wall and he's going to wrap us around before he leaves. There's another cue. She'll go up and over the wall. As soon as she clears the wall, you can go back to do what you need. Probably be about 2 seconds. If you would sit there and invert your legs, and then maybe quickly, if you would, with your head first, if you go wah, and then go to the wall. Right, just a little bit. Rock your torso. Yes, now go back. Beautiful. And be gentle with the ribbon. Be very melodic and gentle and quiet. That's
what are you hoping that this will add to the piece? Because this is a pretty special element, having this work just sort of develop right there on stage with everybody else.
You know, I just hope that it would add a layer.
Clarion to the set, please. Clarion to the set. Everybody know Clarion? Clarion, this is the dancers. Hey, say hi. Okay.
Remember we had the discussion about him, he's going to imitate you for a little bit. I think it's like four or five, 8 counts.
He does a lot of this. He does a lot of circular stuff. So whatever you see, it's good. Okay, let's go. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, go, swap. Boom, go, doom ka, yes, boom ka, boom. And then watch this, Rumi. So if you do this, and then can it bring you back forward to go back around again to catch him again? One more time, sorry, Claire. 5, 6, 7, here you go. Hua, follow. Goom ka, doom ka, boom, goom ka, goom ka. Right, Lamar, can these have finishes? He doesn't finish, but can you finish? Can they have finishes for you? And go, swoop, and catch. Goom, goom ka, yep, that's it. Goom ka, goom, goom ka, yep. And even so, even if you're down here, Lamar, even if you get here, you can get down here. Anywhere you, Swap, 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 di ga boom. Yeah, that's it. And hua, sum boom dum ka. Yes, goom 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 ka, goom ka, goom ka. Yes, 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 yes. Maybe 3 8 counts.
You want me to start as soon as possible, or just kind
of? Walk into it.
Okay.
2 8 counts. Walk into it. Give him 2. Watch him. Or why don't you give him 1, watch him 1, give him 1, and then finish.
Okay.
Ray.
Talk to me.
After Lamarzi puts me down, and something's gonna be written here, and I'm just gonna go. I don't erase anymore. You just want me to.
Oh, you know what? We might have a issue with because I don't think that. I want to talk to you about that, Clarence. We were gonna write something over it, but I don't know. Will you be able to cover that?
It depends on where it is, like where you're writing. What are you gonna write it with? It's like a
chalk.
It depends on how it's placed. Yeah. I can. Because a lot of this, as you saw, like a lot of this ends up getting smeared. So it depends on how big it is in this part.
Can we talk to you about that?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Slim, it could be there, it could not be there, but either way, you can mark it, you can embrace it.
So what do you look for in a dancer?
Different things. Sometimes you don't find the dancer finds you. You know, there's a certain amount of technical proficiency that I look for in my dancer.
Has to be there.
Absolutely. You know, I like smart dancers. You know, someone once said there are no dumb dancers. And I also like for a dancer to make choices. You know, I love when a dancer is able to bring themselves to the movement.
And that's very helpful for you as a creative person.
Absolutely.
Choreographing something brand new, it's helpful that the dancers have something to bring to the table.
Absolutely.
I get that. I hear that phrase often.
All the time.
All the time. Yeah. That's very true. Being that you use some of the same dancers, usually when you're starting to work on a piece, are there benefits to that? Or are there pluses and minuses to working with the same person?
I would say yes, absolutely. Plus being you know the dancer, you have relationships with the dancers, you know what they're capable of, you know their strengths, you know their weaknesses.
What's the process like once you begin translating your vision onto the actual dancers on someone else?
Creating is a process, and it has stages, and you have to allow sometimes the dancers to have their stages. Every dancer is different. You know, there's dancers, I know dancers who can go in there and get it right away. And then there's dancers who have to sit with it for a little bit, and they come back and it's a completely different thing. You know, and I guess that's me as a choreographer, being in the front of the room, you have to know that about dancers, that everybody has their stages.
Yeah, watch this, baby girl, that you really touch your head, that you really, it's this thing, yes. Soft and drapey. When you jump, your arms get a little high. Make sure that this is, 5, that's it. 5, 6, 7, here you go, and 1. And watch this, when you go here, release the body. Yeah, wah, dee, ba, da, dee, ka, boom. And watch this, and this thing is the same chugging. I'm trying to get you guys to use your torso more. Okay, and go, flick, go. Ba, boo, and swap. Good. Cha, ta. Good. And can this be, these are notes I'll give Lindsay too, but can it go 1, 2? So it's 2 separate things. Ba, boom, and now you can go. Yes. So 3 things. 1, 2, and 3, or whatever it is. And go. Ba.
Wait, sorry, arms first?
Yes. Ba, ba, be, ba. Yes, good. Ba, ba, be, ba. And make sure that this is your home. This is your, can you slightly look to the left a little bit? So you want to go ba, ba, be, ba, ba, ba.
Oh, God.
That would be your right. Ba, be, ba. Good. Now go from there. And this, you really want to massage the wall. Massage the wall. Go. Massage the wall. Beautiful. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Beautiful. And a turn. Yep. Good. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, good. What happens here?
Yeah, I still roll.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Boom, ba, doom, shoom, boom. Okay, so are y'all going right, left, right with your legs?
Sure.
Or whatever y'all did before. Let's do that. 5, 6, 7, and ba, ba, ba. One more time, sharper. 5, 6, 7. Here you go. Ba, 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 dee. Good. That's it. That's nice. Good. Go. And make sure that this foot is flat on up against the wall. There it is. Beautiful. It's ugly, but I'm sorry. Go. And there. That's not together. And go. Beautiful. Go. 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 That's it.
The collaborative process. You're a company member and have all that talent to pull from.
I always say that I am probably one of the luckiest choreographers in the world because I have access to so much.
Oh, how is that?
Being in The Lion King, I have talented dancers, I have some of the best lighting designers, musicians, lyricists, songwriters,
fantastic,
costume designers. I have that at my disposal.
Do you have a process by which you work with certain people a certain way? And
Absolutely.
How does that break down for you?
Absolutely. Personalities. It's a little different at The Lion King. In about 10 minutes, you're going to sign up and put your makeup on and be on the same stage with that particular person.
You know,
they're your peers. You're working with your peers. So you have to be able to find a way to communicate with a person individually. You have to have individual relationships because 1, they're your peers and you're working with them, and 2, they're your friends.
So now that we're doing this bama, that it doesn't develop. Right, Brown?
But it was the development.
No, I know, but listen. Is it a develop or straight? Okay. It is dramatic. It's full out feeling.
And push your shoulders down. Push your shoulders down. Just okay. I can't look at that. Okay. So okay. I don't want to look at it. 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 This thing. Make sure that you use your torsos too. This thing right here. Woo wah. That little melt thing right before.
Also before that.
Yes.
Here. Do you want to keep it on the 45?
Yes, please. Yes.
Don't go
Yes.
to the airbag.
No airbag. No, keep it on the 4 and 5, please.
I know, because I kept the leg
Okay,
up.
perfect, ladies. Thank you. Can I see the men real quick? Can you make circles with your arms? Can you make a circle with your arm?
When?
Like when he slides down?
This. Sorry.
Oh, okay, that's okay. Yes.
No, because I got to pick him up.
Oh, okay.
I'll grab his hands back.
When it comes to, you know, working with somebody, particularly somebody who you haven't worked with very much, you ever have roadblocks when it comes to translating your vision?
It's the hardest thing to translate how you feel or how you want this piece to feel. And it takes a certain level of communication, a certain level of expressiveness, you know, using your words, analogies, you know. And like I said before, a lot of my work comes from the human experience, being in love, being angry, being fearful, you know, those things that, you know, we as human beings can tap into. Finding different ways to communicate the work.
Do you try to dig into that process of discovery with them?
I may have one idea and, you know, it may work out one way, you know, one way for me, and may work out better for them another way. You know, you want to be able to have an exchange, a creative exchange.
Good. This position. When you get to this thing, can you go invert your legs. Yes, hang. And then maybe you need to pick your head up first. So if you're here, you go here. And then you need to pick your head up before you go around. There it is. Yeah. Go in and let it hang, let this part of you. Yeah. Now lift your head. Go. Wow. Watch this. Go on. Boom. Down and around. Down and around. But you want to go to the audience. See them first before you turn around to go there. Yes. Take your time here, and then just sit here, and then let this be your final button. Boom. Your focus goes straight out to the audience. Does that make sense?
Yes. So how long can I hold? So dun.
Da 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 da. You'll hear and boom. Oh, so let's do it this way.
Okay.
So if you have it here, you're finishing up. You hear what it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Take your seat. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 2, 3. This is 4. 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1.
Which part?
That first, the beginning, when you sit and you look and you make a decision, you make the decision, you make it now, and you look up at the audience. Look. Oh, okay. So listen. This is. I think. I gave you a sharp head. I gave you a sharp head. Let's get rid of the sharp head. So you think about it and then you can go. You just made a decision. Yep. There it is. Yep. Yeah. Yes. That's it.
Is there a particular person who is like your objective eye that you go to? Now, you don't have to mention the name, but if there's somebody is there somebody that you go to that's kind of like for constructive or, you know, criticism or, you know, a sounding board?
Absolutely. There's many people, you know, and like I said before, the fact that I'm in a theater at the Lion King where there's so many talented people.
The part with Lamar going behind him, he needs to be Lamar imitating the guy. He needs to be a little more back and out.
Okay, let's do it. It looks funny.
He wants to look more as a shadow.
Yeah, perfect. Shit. Absolutely. That's why you who you are. Rumi, do me a favor. Can you go, when you're doing this thing, can you go a little more downstage and out to your left? Because yeah, I want you to be his shadow.
Okay.
Although you know what it will do? Your lid will be like that.
I know, that's why I had to, when I first came out, I was like, wait, what?
Hard to see because of the racing and doing it.
Yeah. Muddy. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
It'll probably look different though under the light because they took on that phone probably.
See, I like the way it looks now. like what he's doing.
I told him, I said, because this is the original drawing, right? So you're missing this.
Yeah,
The detail, and then you have the little slash marks are cool.
yeah, those details, like down here.
Right.
Yeah, those details are nice. Clarion, I gave you those points of reference just as point of reference. If you need more time, if you want to take more time, that's fine. Because I like what your physicality is what I like the most. And what your back does, all that. So take what you need. Those are just reference points to get you on and off stage.
How do you know when a work of yours is finished, when it's arrived at that place?
There's a sense of satisfaction when I look at it. I said, okay, you know, and then it's at that moment where you have to give it to the dancers, you know, and allow them to do what they do with it.
Gonna feel real good, gonna make a difference, gonna make it right.
Beautiful.
As I turn up the collar,
Beautiful, ladies.
winter cold, this wind is blowing.
Nice.
I see the kids in the street, but not enough to eat. Who am I to be blind, pretending not to see their needs? The sun is disregard, unbroken bottom top.
That's it.
In one man's soul, they follow each other on the winding road.
Beautiful.
The guy who plays to hold, that's why I want you.
One. Yes. Very nice. And go. Yep. Beautiful. Good, go. And a one. Eight, one. 7, 8, 1. Beautiful. Beautiful. Eight and 1. Good go. Nice Clarion. Good. And 1. And release. Hold. Hold. And sit.
Do you enjoy when you go and when you have a commissioned work and you go and set that work on a new company? Is that a nice process for you?
It's probably one of the most, it's the most euphoric thing, you know, when that first time when you're in the studio and you start to move and all eyes are on you and they're hungry for it. It's the most amazing feeling, you know, when you're able to share and exchange. And it's always say that you're giving a little bit of yourself to someone. You're giving a gift to someone else, you know, and what they do with it and, you know, how they use it, you know, it's really so inspiring. It's that connection that is so important between a choreographer and a dancer. It's so inspiring. I'm truly blessed to be doing what I'm doing right now.
That being said, how do you do it? How do you balance work?
I don't sleep.
My goodness. With your career, I mean, do you have a significant other?
You know,
do you have time for family?
Right. I've learned probably in the last 2 or 3 years that you have to really focus on what's in front of you right now. Like this interview with me and you right now, this is the most important thing for me right now. When I'm in the studio, I try not to think about anything else. If I'm walking my dog, it's that moment that is most important to me, or otherwise things get away from you. And I think that it helps with my creative process. I do have a busy schedule, but everybody does. 8 shows a week.
8 shows a week.
Last year I had 11 commissions. 11 commissions and still doing 8 shows a week, but I wouldn't trade it for anything else in the world. It's just what I love to do.
Thank you. It's been wonderful talking to you.
I had a great time.
And thank you for joining us. I hope you'll join us next time on Generations as we explore the creative process of the next generation of performing and visual artists.